Hello, thanks for calling the Candid Athletic Training podcast. We're not here right now, but if you would please leave your name, the number you're calling from, and a brief message, we will get back to you as soon as possible.
Real question for you, Kevin.
What?
Do you have your voicemail set up,
No.
like on your phone or anywhere? So you probably have one for structural elements,
Correct, like the office.
but like your cell phone, do you have a actual?
Pretty sure mine's my
Hey,
number.
this is Kevin. So
No.
it's just the automated. Hey, leave a.
It's like the
Remember when that used to be a thing? You had to like record.
Yeah. You know what I need to do though is I need to. I mean, I own the goddamn business, and my phone number is connected to basically everything. My wife does a good job. Like, you've reached Jackie from Structural Elements. I need my voicemail to say, you've reached Kevin from Structural Elements and SC Lab. And I've never done it.
I have mine at work, but I don't know. You made a fun intro, like a voicemail. I was thinking, remember when you actually
Had you?
that was your thing. Like your voicemail was your thing.
Like
Now you just text people, so now you don't even really how many voicemail. Like the number of voicemails you get is probably way down.
dramatically lower.
Yeah.
The amount of spam calls I get though, oh my god.
Yeah, I got one.
I'm not gonna lie. Holy crap! Owning a business, you get spam calls and spam emails. Oh my god!
I'll tell you what though. What also has increased is like the number of times when somebody does the hello. I'm not here right now. Like that little pause, and you start talking, and you're like, hey, and then you realize they're like, it's almost a guarantee to work on me every time now.
People that like do it on purpose.
Yeah.
Hey, you've reached.
Yeah. Well, welcome to Candid Athletic Training, the Candid Athletic Training podcast, episode number 241. He's Kevin. My name is Chad. Thank you for listening to this episode. Thanks to those of you who are on the live stream. I'm very much looking forward to this episode. I don't know why. I think it'll be fun. There's going to be a lot of rehab talk, I think, today. Probably my favorite part of the job, the rehab. I think it's probably yours too, if I had to guess.
Yeah, I mean.
So we're going to spend a little time in the rehab world and talk pros, cons, what we like, what we don't like. So I think it'll be a fun debate tonight.
Chad.
Yes.
What's the longest you've gone without getting a haircut?
6 weeks.
6?
Probably. Maybe 5. I don't know. It's pretty. I actually have one. I just scheduled one for next week.
Nice.
It's probably about every month I get one. Once a month.
Yeah. I usually get one every probably 5 to 6 weeks as well.
Put that on social media.
I think I've said this before. I love getting my hair cut.
Yeah.
It's like the one thing that I really do to try to pamper myself. My second child was born 7 weeks ago today.
7 weeks.
And I probably was already about 7 weeks from getting a haircut.
So you're at 3 months.
I just got one today.
Looking good.
And it was delightful.
Would you rather do that or try and create another baby?
Haircut.
Yeah, haircut. Cheaper.
The longest I've probably gone, though, so I guarantee I went at least 12 weeks, maybe like 14.
Longest I ever gone was about 6 minutes.
Oh,
wait.
6 inches for 6 minutes.
Double wrapped it, though. Double 6-inch ace wrap. Abby, come back to us.
Abby, come back. Oh, my God.
There's one left.
Fuck yeah. Saved my night. I definitely went almost probably 4 months without getting a haircut when I was in the South.
Wow.
My first year in Biloxi. Took me forever to find somebody that actually could cut my hair and it didn't look crazy.
Yeah. Kevin Joyce just jumped on. What's a haircut? Follicular. follicularly challenged.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to bring that up. I just thought about it.
Yeah. I mean, it looks good.
Thanks. If I feel lighter,
Much
it's still
lighter.
long. Like my hair's still like really long, but I don't have a freaking basically a mullet on the back of my head anymore. Kind of looked like this whole like mohawk, curly hair mohawk, like Patrick Mahomes and a lot of people are doing nowadays. All the kids are doing nowadays. It looked like I had one and I let it grow out.
Yeah.
Grow out. I let it grow out. I let it grow
I'm
out.
gonna hold a comment about your hair until a little bit later in the show.
Okay.
No, I'll just do it now. You have there's a little Tom Middlestead, the guy that plays
Hiddleston?
Loki. We're gonna do Thor versus Loki tonight for our fat. You got a little Tom, like your hair. You got very similar hair to Tom. Is it Hiddle? Is it with an H or an M? I don't know.
H.
Hiddlestead.
Stun.
Hiddleston.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
I've never had like long hair. Because
me neither. This is about as long as it gets for me.
Like my hair has been long on top for a while.
Hiddleston.
But I slick it back a little bit.
I mean, come on, look at this flow.
Oh yeah.
You could pull that off.
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of what I was going for.
You should. You should say, "Give me the Loki."
Well, that's what I should. Okay.
That's really long.
That's kind of what I'm going for. I wasn't going for anything, and then I just kept waiting and waiting and waiting.
Yeah, I think you could pull that off.
KJ, if you get 500 people to be members of the Candid Athletic Training podcast, fuck it, 100. I'll cut my hair whichever way you want.
There was a comment on our Twitter, our social media, about going back to our original live stream. And you can obviously who would make a comment about, hey, can we go back to the original live stream time?
No.
And the first thing I thought was, we can, if this is what we can do full time. We can give up. So we just need members. And we are working hard at providing value for our members. So a lot of things in work. Speaking of, let's thank our sponsors.
Please.
Healthy Roster, the official sponsor of the Candid Athletic Training podcast. And our friend Kevin Joyce, who's on, just sent us a message yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Maybe it was today. I don't remember. He just switched jobs. He just changed jobs, and he now gets to use Healthy Roster. He's super excited about that. Not as excited as Nate Marsh was to try and get him to share his password and login ID. Okay. So, Kevin, welcome to the Healthy Roster Club. I hope you enjoy it.
What a club it is.
Yeah, so thanks to them. Make sure that if you are in the market for an EMR, that you let them know that you found out about them through us, Candid Athletic Training. It's just one of the most important relationships we have. So, also, Smart Tools, smarttools+.com. I don't know if you saw the email, but Ed's going to be on next week.
What?
Ed's coming on the show next week. We'll probably start with him.
What up, Ed?
He's going to talk about the latest, what they're finding with their latest version of the BFR cuffs. I'm very excited for that conversation. I think he's a really fun guy.
I'll
super
use him
knowledgeable.
In the background.
Kevin should get his hair cut like Hawk from Legion of Doom. Chad could cut his like Animal. I'll do that. Do I have to say, oh, what a rush? I mean, we could debate best tag team of all time.
Candid Athletic Training.
Well, yeah, I meant like wrestling tag teams. Like, not gonna lie, I think Legion of Doom was a little overrated. Could you give me a little Mount Rushmore of tag teams?
No, I couldn't.
Kyle, I'd like you to chime in on this. Your Mount Rushmore of tag teams.
Tag teams.
And I'm gonna go all old school because I think the tag teams of the '80s were the best. And I'm not gonna include Rock and Sock because that's kind of just two solo wrestlers who. So give me Demolition, give me the Hart Foundation, give me the British Bulldogs, and
God, they were huge.
one more tag team.
The Hart Foundation.
I said the Hart Foundation, the British Bulldogs, Demolition.
Apparently Mega.
Yeah, that doesn't count either.
Right? See, that's where
It's just two solo wrestlers.
I don't know where the line between a team and random mashups comes in. Because I like.
Oh, the
WWE.
Road Warriors, Kevin. That's a good one. The Road Warriors.
Degeneration X.
Yeah. Wasn't not the Road Warriors. That was the. I was thinking of the Degeneration X, Badass Billy Gunn and
Hardy Boys.
Oh, the Hardy Boys, Edge and Christian. Boy, oh boy, that fourth one's gonna be tough for me. The Killer Bees. How about this? I'm gonna go WCW here.
Yeah.
Give me Harlem Heat.
Harlem Heat. All right.
Which was Booker T and Stevie Ray. And I just loved Booker T.
I like Booker T.
Degeneration X, like Badass Billy Gunn, and I'm sure we lost half of our listeners talking wrestling here, but it's fun. Do you got any? No. I guess you could go.
I looked up. I ran into an article of the 12 best of all time.
Yeah, what was number one?
And they weren't ranked.
Oh.
They were just the 12 best of all time. I only knew a couple of them.
Oh, the Dudley Boys.
Dudley Boys is on there. Is it Usos or USOs?
I think it's the Uso brothers.
The Uso brothers?
After I stopped watching. I mean, they're more current.
Yeah, I don't...
Give me... No, you can take off Harlem Heat. But you could give me Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels.
What was their name?
I forgot. Kyle will fill me in. I can't think of it.
What's Glow?
Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling.
Oh. Yes.
Okay, we got one more sponsor to thank. That's Athletic Training Insurance Plus. Discounts on professional. Oh, the Rockers. Thank you. Discounts on professional liability insurance if you're a member of the Candid Athletic Training podcast. So, Shawn Michaels is the GOAT of wrestling. I don't care what anybody says. He really is.
Fight me about it.
Yeah. Okay. We've already been on a huge tangent. That's fun.
It's great. Haircuts,
wrestling,
tag teams.
We got to have a wrestling podcast or something. Just a talk, a show. Okay, I got nothing else. You want to do some shenanigans here?
Yep.
Okay. He's gone. He's never coming back. He just needed something to drink.
Thirsty.
We're gonna start with an easy one. We're gonna start with our friend or foe. Kevin, friend or foe? Just leaving your equipment in the ATR available. I think we've done this before. It was like just leaving the ATR open.
Yeah.
But like just being able to have a Theragun out and people could come in and use it. And it could walk away.
Is everything it's all or nothing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
No.
Friend or foe, all or nothing.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I just here's where this came from. I was at the clinic today, and attached to our clinic is a physical therapy department.
Yep.
And I was walking through, just thinking of ideas for the show tonight, and I was like, they've got all this equipment. Like, it just struck me that there's a difference between PT and AT. Like, the ATR, it's quite often you can just come in and use something. Yeah. Go ahead. Come sit on a table, grab a Theragun, grab a stretch strap, whatever. You'll never see that in a physical therapy clinic.
It's kind of true.
Because they have to charge for everything.
Right.
So they don't just let people use it. And I was like, that's a huge difference. Both of us, both PTs and ATs, know how to use the same equipment.
Yeah.
It just struck me like that is a huge variance or a huge difference in our profession versus other professions. So we have it available. We make it available. Like, yeah, come on in. Should we be charging for? I know that the whole charging for services like is a whole thing. And that does we could do 100 shows on
102
reimbursement for athletic trainers and why it's good or bad and
cash works.
How do you do it? Yeah. But it's a talking point. And that's why we have the show. So I'll stop talking and I'll let you talk.
Friend,
to let them just come in and use it.
Yeah, I think if it's an athletic training room, honestly, I want things to be available. I want tape available. I want hypervolts and Theraguns and stretch straps and bands and
cups, needles.
Well, we're going to take needles out of it. Not all athletic training rooms can have needles.
That's true.
So we're going to take that on out because that would be scary. No, well, one question, I think Nisi had it. Are we talking about, am I in the room or not?
I think if you're in the room.
I mean, are we talking is this after hours? Is this just an
No,
open?
Because I think we had a different discussion, just leaving the ATR open.
Yeah. So if I'm in the room, I'm cool with everything being out because I get to see
who's using what.
Yeah.
It's accountability.
I get to see how stupid somebody tapes their wrist. I get to see what people are working on with that hypervolt. I get to see what somebody wants to stretch. Maybe throw in some. They pull out the needles and they're like, I'm going to put a needle in my eye. And I get to yell at them about it.
I guess the nature of the beast is that a PT is traditionally one-on-one, or maybe they got two different patients at one time.
Yeah, I mean, people
if they're staggered. Yeah, in the ATR, you're treating
a lot.
15, 20, up to at one time. So you have to be like, here you go while I do this.
Nothing over at my clinic is free to use.
Yeah, but here
but
this is a buffet.
This is a buffet and a half. I have Normatec chairs and I got hypervolts and I got all the toys behind us that I want to have out so that my members and so forth can
potential
use it.
members.
That was my goal, was actually to make an athletic training room in here. It would complete the rest of the athletic training room. And that part of that is, there's a hypervolt right there if you want to use it before you go work out. I think you just limit what you really want to use. Honestly, the only one that was for me was the needles.
Yeah. Stim, ultrasound.
I don't even have it.
Yeah. I mean, I think the drawback would be, does it ever walk away?
Correct. And that's where, I mean, if it's open or not, if I'm there, everything can be out. If I'm not there.
How many stretch straps have you lost? Disappeared?
None so far. I've lost a lot.
I mean, but in your when you were in the traditional setting, you didn't lose any stretch straps? Oh, we would misplace stretch straps. We would misplace everything. You know how many times we sent Mark Pros with athletes home for the night or wherever, or Sam Sports, and then you get it all back except for the charging cord.
Oh, sure, charger.
And you're like, what the?
One of my patients did have my Normatec boots for like 3 months.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, you're coming in this week. Can you bring those Normatec boots back? Oh, I'll stop by tomorrow. Hey, can you bring those back?
Yeah.
Luckily, I didn't need them.
So I'm sure it's a friend, but it's a friend that you got to watch extra close.
Oh, it's a shady-ass friend.
Yeah, it's kind of like the friend who's had maybe a few too many drinks, and you're out with him, and you got to kind of babysit him.
You trying to say something, Chad?
No. No, I mean, we've all been there where we've all had that. Yeah, I've had to watch some people.
Oh, you definitely have had to watch some people. Me included, I'm sure, many a time. I can't imagine how many times Chad was just like, poof, you guys are drunk.
I was telling a story a couple weeks ago of a time we went out.
Yeah? Where were we?
All I know is I was the DD.
Oh.
And it was I'll just say this. It was a Bacchus party.
Mm.
And I didn't work at Bacchus. I just was with you. And
Yeah,
we went out with people that you used to work with.
Yeah.
I don't even remember where we went that night.
I actually have a story about that.
Oh, we went to, where did we go? We went somewhere downtown.
Yep. It doesn't exist anymore. It's by Cathedral Square.
Yeah.
What was that called? Whiskey Bar. Whiskey.
Yeah.
I think it was called Whiskey Club, Whiskey Bar.
Yeah,
I think it was Whiskey Bar. Because the people that you're talking about loved that place.
Wasn't that somebody's birthday? No, that was a different time. That was a different time.
Yeah, that was another night. That might have been the next time.
I think it was the next time. Somebody's birthday, yeah. Oh, fun times.
Whiskey,
that was one of the most memorable nights of my life. I'll just say that. Wisconsin. All right. So I think we're saying friend that you have to pay extra special attention to.
Yeah.
Leaving your rehab equipment or your treatment options available.
Yeah.
A la carte. I mean, it wouldn't be a la carte, but just kind of like a treatment
like
a la mode. A la mode. I know Kyle's going to say a la mode is bullshit. I know that's what he's going to say, but it's true. Like, I think it's just such a unique aspect of our job is that I think Rick Burkholder said it on X one time or Twitter a long time ago, how it's like
X gonna give it to you.
What a good song. Like how we just run the whole gamut. We're like a concierge service. That's what he said. It's so true. How athletic training is concierge. Like, hey, I can help you with whatever you need.
Yeah.
So, all right. So that was our friend or foe. Do you want to do FMK or our FAT?
FMK.
All right, let's FMK. We're gonna do a little rehab here, and we're gonna do a lot of rehab later.
Mm-hmm.
Rehab FMK, F Marry Kill. If you're a first time listener, F1 Marry 1 Kill 1. We're gonna give you 3 options here. Attachments for your cable/pulley machines. We're gonna give you the traditional handle. The handle strap, the little triangle with a little foam handle, triangle there. We're going to give you a rope attachment. There you go. Kevin's got it. Yep. A rope attachment.
Yeah.
Whether that's a one-sided one or a two-sided one, I don't care.
Don't care. We've all taken the two-sided
Actually, I do.
Made it one-sided.
I do care. I'll get it, and that'll be part of my answer. And then 3 is the straight bar. What's so funny about that?
Because we were talking about bars earlier, and so you said straight bar, and I was like, what? What about a gay bar?
Kevin Joyce asked on the live stream. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll give you the gay bar. The straight bar. Kevin Joyce said, "Oh, I'm the DJ for my daughter's hockey game on Sunday. What is one song you'd have to hear?"
I like it.
I mean, I'm going to treat this like any other night out. If you're trying to get the crowd pumped up,
yeah,
you know what my song is.
I do know what you're saying. How old is your
Doesn't matter. Everybody knows it. It's R. Kelly Ignition Remix.
Yeah. I don't know if you should be playing that at a little girl's hockey game.
Okay.
Everybody's going to love it, but everybody's
My Humps.
My Humps. That is his favorite song of all time.
Bang on the drum. I don't want to work. I just want to bang. I mean, that's a Lambo thing.
It is very much a Lambo thing. I'm trying to look up my workout mix. Jams.
Man. A song that you want to hear at a hockey game. Pump up the jam.
Pump up the jam. How about
You Can Dance?
Beastie Boys, Sabotage, or Body Moving maybe. That might be a good one
let
too.
the bodies hit the floor.
There you go. That'd be a good one too.
Bodies hit the floor. For hockey? I mean, come on.
I love it. Actually,
you remember when we did walkout music? We should do another one because it's been 4 years. We should see if there's anything new.
It has been a while. It really has been a while.
How about Barbie? Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
No, those are all.
I don't know. I'm trying to find something good. You know what?
How about the wobble? Wobble.
I've been liking
wobble,
Macklemore.
Baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble.
I've been liking Macklemore lately.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why. Somebody played a Macklemore song the other day, and I was like, I'm going to play this on repeat in the gym.
I mean, I just feel like anything that you would hear.
I like it.
Like at a wedding, you could play Cecilia.
No, that's not.
Yeah.
That's not pump you up enough.
Do you know how many people? Sweet Caroline at any sporting event. Okay, what was I watching? I was watching the Chiefs versus the Dolphins play in Germany.
Yeah.
And apparently there's some country song. Maybe it's Country Road.
Yeah. It's
West sing
Virginia.
it. They sing it at every country game road, in Germany. Like apparently it's huge. So you can play some of that music any sporting event. Anything that people are going to sing along with. Like Sweet Caroline. Sweet Caroline would be like
my mama.
Kevin's off.
Wagon Wheels. No, I'm actually that song, Country Roads by John Denver, is probably one of the most popular songs in, like, I'm going to call it Western Europe.
Sure.
When I went to Ireland and was hanging out with
that John Denver is full of shit.
Full of shit. I was in a bar
once
in Dublin. No, Belfast. The entire bar started singing it because it came on the jukebox, and I was like, "Where am I?" And I was flabbergasted. My uncle, who is on my Irish side, was like, "Yeah, everybody over here loves this song, like absolutely loves this song." So that would be a good one, but I just don't know if it's gonna pump anybody up. Thrift shop, candy shop.
I'll take you to the candy shop. Yeah, I said let the bodies hit the floor. Hockey. Why don't you just play the Mighty Ducks theme music?
What about the if you just played the scene from what's the goddamn movie? Miracle?
Again.
Yeah. What if you just played that scene and just like let it run? Again. Who do you play for? Again.
I was thinking
who do you play for?
Craig said Ice Ice Baby. I was thinking that or Under Pressure, which is the same, basically the same song.
Yeah, but Ice Ice Baby is on ice.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding.
I think we're going to get sued now. All right.
Probably.
So your
That's why
attachments, your
That's
straight
why I
bar,
haven't played a song
your
yet.
rope attachment, and your handle triangle.
Don't you try to get me to do a podcast?
You got an F1, marry one, kill one.
Yeah.
What do you got here?
Okay, I'm going to kill the rope.
Oh, that's a dagger to my soul right there. Literally a dagger.
This is the only...
That was like the first thing I thought is, well, I'm marrying the rope and I don't know what I'm doing else. So it's complete opposite. This is great. This is why we do the podcast. Go for it.
So,
kill that rope. Tell me why.
I got a gym behind us, right?
Yeah.
And I have a pulley machine, a Kaiser.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have a rope. I don't have a cable press down rope. And I've gone on to websites numerous times being like, I'm just going to get one. Because one person asked for it one time.
Yep.
And it's like, I should just have it. And I keep not buying it.
Because it's the most expensive?
No, I just keep not buying. I'm just like, maybe I'll wait until I got to buy some more stuff, right? Not just buy the one thing, right? Maybe I'll get it when I need. Oh, the bands are wearing out. Let's get some new bands, and then I'll throw in a little rope.
Do you have
rope
a straight bar over there?
I don't.
Do you have?
I
do
don't
you have a handle?
I have a handle.
Okay. Has anybody asked for the straight bar?
No.
All right. There's your answer. You've had one request for a rope and 0 requests for a straight bar. Tell me again why you'll kill it.
Well, maybe the straight bar is the...
Go for it.
It's the forbidden fruit.
Okay.
And nobody asks for the forbidden fruit. It's the thing they don't know they need, and that is, so I'm gonna F it.
Okay. So you're effing the straight bar.
And I'm gonna marry the handle. Because
what do you like about the handle?
I like its versatility.
Yeah.
And it's got a good grip on the situation.
Ooh, I like that.
I've been starting to. So, if you put the handle,
Mm-hmm.
right? And for you that are just listening, you're missing out on some good content. But then, if you, if you hold it here, right?
And you're talking about the angled part of the triangle.
Yeah. If you double fist the angle part.
That's like a rope? It's like a mini rope right there?
It's like a mini rope.
Okay.
So I've been doing that with people instead.
I'm gonna
you feel me?
I'm gonna marry the rope.
Okay.
I find it the most versatile. You can do all sorts of fun things with a rope.
You can.
You can slide it around.
Just make sure you wear protection.
I mean, you can do
wear some lifting gloves.
A lot of you can do core, you can do upper body. I just think like wood chopper type stuff. You can do that with the handle. You cannot do it with the straight bar. It'd be very challenging. I guess you could.
You could do
mixed grip.
You could do it that way, but
it just makes way more sense with the rope.
Yeah, it does.
And honestly, if I'm doing any sort of Kaiser or a rope or whatever, I'm just doing core and rotational stuff. I very rarely do anything other than that. Kind of
like
moved into the
curls?
Yeah, I've kind of moved into the functional training days and away from the traditional.
Good.
Just
you need it.
Beach body stuff.
You need it.
Oh,
we all need it.
I haven't done a bench press in forever.
You haven't got those pecs to dance?
I have. I take a class where like a body pump class, but it's like not like a traditional barbell. It's different. So yeah, give me the rope attachment for sure, 100%. Between the other two, I think I have to kill the straight bar because if I'm going to do any sort of pressing, give me the one-handed versus the two-handed.
Oh.
If you're going to do triceps, you can do it doing it one arm rather than two arm.
Yeah.
It just makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit more realistic in terms of how the body moves. A little bit more benefit. I'll F the handle. Yeah, the straight bar is very limited.
Yeah.
So kill it. Get it out of my life.
I want to come up with a creative exercise with a straight bar.
We can do that. We'll put it on.
We got to get a straight bar though. I don't have a straight bar.
Oh, I have to show you the video I put on Instagram.
Like your ice bag one?
Oh, you saw it?
I saw that one, yeah.
Yeah. How awesome was that?
That was great. Talk about.
That was on brand.
I have only experienced that with dog bags, like poop bags. Like we're just one after another is like cut the wrong way. Yeah. Like what the living hell?
I literally scooped a bag of ice and it went straight through.
It's awesome.
Because I didn't realize the bottom wasn't sealed.
It's great and awful at the same time.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, all right, we're gonna do our fictional athletic trainer debate right now.
Yeah.
Fun timing here. Tomorrow, actually tonight. Nope, tomorrow. I don't remember if Loki comes out on Wednesdays and we just watch it on Thursday if it comes out on Thursday. But Loki season finale of season 2 finale.
Oh my God, they're already on the season finale.
Yeah. Jeez. 6 episodes. That's this week, either tonight or tomorrow. I don't remember.
How's season 2?
I like it.
Yeah, okay.
I like it. I think Loki is been good. I think honestly Loki probably one of the coolest character arcs in all of MCU history.
Sure.
And I'd be interested to see now that they've done 2 seasons of TV with him.
Mm-hmm.
If Loki, how much screen time has he been on camera more than anybody in the Marvel universe?
Ooh.
Because how many movies was he in? He was in basically all the Thor movies except for the fourth one. He was in the first 3 Thor movies. He was in the first Avengers movie.
Yeah, I mean, he was in a lot of that one.
Infinity War.
Mm-hmm. And
even for just he was in for a minute of Infinity War.
Mm-hmm.
And now 2 full seasons of his own TV show.
I feel like he's you sure and maybe he was in there somewhere else too. He has some cameos. He has a couple other cameos.
I'm wondering if there's like how many minutes each of these characters have been on.
He's in Endgame too. Because when they go back to Asgard.
Ass place. They
go past him, him in the cell.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So yep. And oddly enough, November
seriously been in a lot.
November 8th, 2013 is when Thor: The Dark World came out. Wow. So it's the 10-year anniversary of arguably the worst Marvel movie of all time. Arguably.
You think?
Thor: Dark World? It's probably
Iron
right
Man
there.
3?
No, I hated Iron Man 3, but I think it's better than The Dark World. Really? Thor: Dark World was pretty bad.
Do you think the story's bad? Or do you think they just did a bad job making the movie?
They didn't really know what to do with Thor until
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok was really good. Like, that was a huge change. And now they took it too far with the comedy because now he's just like a spoof of himself. Yeah, man, it's interesting. I always wanted to do like this, like if the Marvel characters were like a stock or like a crypto, like what they're like, up and down. I know my brain works in weird ways.
If only you could put these things on
paper.
Line.
I know.
No, not paper.
If only we could do more podcasts.
If only you could talk into a microphone about it.
So Thor had this, like, he stunk at the beginning. He was really, really good for like his peak. His peak was Ragnarok and then right into Infinity War. Or sorry, yeah, Infinity.
Yeah. I think
Because he was really badass when he came out.
yeah.
He came down and
his story arc,
bring me Thanos.
When he goes Thor 1,
Yeah.
like the first one.
The first 1 and 2, he was just like
I think he's solid. I think that's a very solid movie.
However,
I think
the problem with Thor 1 and 2
go down quickly though.
Thor 1 and 2 was they like tried to make him Shakespearean. And they didn't realize how funny Chris Hemsworth was.
Yeah, that's true.
So like it was too Shakespearean and Victorian, like it was like theater. Yeah. And then they changed the tone, Tiki Watiti or whatever his name is. Like that was a badass. It was fun, and he was a badass. And then you go right into Infinity War.
He is funny.
So we're gonna do Thor versus Loki.
Okay.
I do think Loki, honestly, is one of the most. Loki is one of the most important Marvel characters.
Absolutely.
Like villain, man, his story has been incredible.
Is he an anti-villain? Anti-hero?
I don't know. I don't know what he is anymore.
I feel like he's an anti-villain.
Did you see Loki season 1?
Yes.
Did you like it?
Yeah. I don't like. This might sound weird. I wish that show wasn't part of the MCU.
You wish it was separate?
Yeah, I just wish it was a show.
Like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Sure. Or just like Cheers.
Sure.
Like I just think it's just everything is just stretching too far. I think the concept of that show in itself is just a good show.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to watch it so that I know what the hell's going on in Hawkeye. And I don't want to have to watch Hawkeye so I know what the hell's going on in WandaVision. Like,
sure.
I think
that's fair.
Everything's just stretching too far.
Yeah, that's fair.
Plus, I don't have Disney anymore, so I don't watch any of them.
This one's been pretty good. The ending of season 1 was incredible.
I think easily is like one of the greatest characters. Also,
Loki,
like portrayed the best.
Yeah. So let's talk about who would make the better athletic trainer here. We've talked about Thor. I think we've probably talked about Loki too.
Yeah.
But let's compare them to each other.
Strength, brute strength, biceps.
Yeah, Thor is the strength and conditioning coach.
He can fly with his hammer.
I think we said the most important thing is being able to get a rain out when you need one.
Yep.
Control the lightning.
You got the lightning.
However,
like the best.
I think you could argue if you can control the lightning, even if it's going on around you, you could continue to play because he can control it. Be like, hey, everyone's safe.
Stop it. Yeah, you can be like, hey, go over there.
Yeah.
Lightning, go over there.
Yeah, like
how about
let's just keep playing.
How about when he taps his hammer on Tony and restarts his heart?
That's a game changer.
80.
Built in.
However, I don't know if this is gonna work.
Did Loki do the same thing with the staff?
No, he controlled your mind with the staff.
But didn't he also
his
scepter? Didn't he also,
which ends up being the Mind Stone, right?
Yeah.
Well, I always get confused.
We could talk about which
stone
would make the best athletic trainer, or would you want as an athletic trainer? Maybe we'll talk about that next week. Mm-hmm. Which stone would be the most useful in athletic training?
Who says we've run out of things on comic books to talk about?
Never.
You guys thought we did.
So
we never have.
So Loki's got some pretty cool tricks.
God.
The ability to
mischief.
Shapeshift.
Multiply himself.
Yeah, multiply.
Now, when he multiplies himself, can the multiplication of him do things, or are they only visible?
I think, that'd be really freaking cool. I think they're just images. Like, could you imagine like splitting yourself into 4 and then now you got 4 people doing massages or doing whatever?
I picture Kevin Joyce multiplying himself 4 times, and he's standing there on the sideline, just with a look on his face of nobody can get hurt right now.
Well, maybe you're the high school athletic trainer, and now you've got 4 different versions of you watching 4 different sporting events, so you were covering more things.
Ooh. So do you think all of his doubles, well, they interact with whoever they're around?
Yeah.
I just wonder if physically because then like people like pass their hands through him and stuff, but he can talk to them. So you could be watching a lot of sports at one time.
Coverage everywhere.
Yeah.
You need a tournament, hire Loki.
Okay.
100 courts, 130 different wrestling mats. You got 30 different versions.
Do you get paid 30x what you were going to get paid? Because that'd be nice.
Oh. You're going to put that in.
How about
the sleight of hand with Loki? He's a magician. Sleight of hand, magic tricks. Boop, boop, boop. I mean, he's probably good at taping.
Very.
Now, I don't want to ruin season 2. Well, you don't have Disney. You're not going to watch it.
Not for a long time.
I think he just learned to control time.
Of course he did.
He can now time travel.
Of course he did.
That's a game changer.
See, that's the other thing about all these movies and stuff. Everything's just coming down to time.
Well, that's what this whole phase is about.
I know.
Time, space, quantum.
Who's going to stop it?
Well, it's interesting because now they don't know.
The Flash?
They don't know the Flash. No, I'll tell you who's going to stop it. Reed Richards.
Reed Richards. Makes sense.
God, I cannot wait for the Fantastic Four. They better do it right. So the problem is I don't know if Jonathan Majors Kang is going to be the big bad anymore because of his legal troubles. So they might have to bring in, the rumor I've heard, or one of the speculations is,
I don't even know what's going on. Like Jonathan Majors in
legal trouble. I think he
did something bad.
Yeah.
Jim?
He did do something bad. We can discuss off the air.
Okay.
But I've heard potentially bringing in Dr. Doom as the big bad, which would necessitate them bringing in the Fantastic Four, which they had planned on doing anyways.
Yeah.
Would be kind of cool.
Yeah. Dr. Doom. Wonderful bad guy.
So Loki,
mm-hmm.
Sleight of hand, maybe some time travel.
What would you
kind of hard
his,
to trust, though.
Like he finds.
I mean,
he knows how to travel from like one universe to another, like
yeah.
or one realm to another.
Yeah. That's what
he
we
knows
do.
Portals.
Right? Well, so does Thor.
He kind of knows the ins and outs of how to get places faster than other people.
Yeah, they both do.
Yeah.
Heimdall. Loki with the scepter, you could just control your athletes. Boop. You're going to do these exercises. Go.
Yeah.
Off they go. Be a good rehab trick.
Would.
Or tell me what happened. Injury evaluation. He's gonna get him to tell the truth.
It's very true. All the truth and nothing but the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So help them. What's their dad's name?
Odin.
So help them, Odin.
So the problem is Loki's not very trustworthy.
He's not. Even in his good days, he's not. I'm trying to think of more positives for Thor.
I mean,
he's a leader.
Mm-hmm.
Leads by example.
I mean, you said the AED trick.
Do as I do, not as I say all the time.
He's also kind of...
He's got a good handle on nutrition because he went off the wagon and then got back on it.
Mm-hmm. Used to working in all the weather. He doesn't mind the rain.
He doesn't.
The storms.
No. He's up for a challenge.
He believes in people. I think he sees the good in
Does.
people. I think he I don't know. Just the chosen one. He started off a little arrogant, but then I think he kind of caught wind of what was important.
Of course. Of course.
I'm leaning Loki here.
Loki also did. Very arrogant. Caught wind of what was important. I think Loki is... I'm leaning Loki.
I'm trying to think what happened in Ragnarok that would persuade me.
He was really good at tricking Loki. He learned from his mistakes in the past of trusting Loki.
Yeah.
By not trusting him, that he can trust him to not trust him. And then,
That's right.
Therefore, sleight of hand, tricked him.
How about this?
Loki's a schmoozer.
Yeah. Sometimes Loki talks too much.
Yeah.
Thor, I don't know if he'd be the best at evaluation.
Thor,
like he didn't
friend.
didn't even really give Thanos a chance to answer a question. He just chopped his dome off.
Yeah. Should have went for the head. I think he just should have went for the arm.
All right, so we're going Loki.
Loki.
All right. Very good.
Very good. Very good.
I do think I want to find out if Loki has had more screen time than Iron Man, because that's who usually...
Who has the most screen time?
Yeah.
Somebody knows.
Most. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Okay.
You're going to watch all the movies and you're going to take tally.
No, I think there is a website that actually tracked it. There was.
Of course there is. Why did somebody do that? Okay.
I'll see if I can find it while we're doing our feature topic. Ready? All right, we're back here for
people.
Marvel character screen.
The idea that somebody created the website that figured that out. It's amazing. If only you use your powers for good. Oh, man.
This is as of December 6, 2022. Well, here, this is IMDb.
IMDb. What do you got? Anything?
Nope, that's just movies. Hang on.
Just movies. With great power.
Oh, here we go.
Comes great responsibility.
Look at this. This is through Thor: Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder. So
okay, let's go backwards from 10 here.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
This is not the feature topic, but it's part of it.
1, 2. Oh, you're never gonna get number 10. I could give you 25 guesses, and I don't think you'd get number 10. You want to just do the top 5?
I think number 10. Sure, top 5.
All right, we'll do top 5. Number 10 is
Nebula.
Number 10 is Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan. That's because she had her own TV show.
True.
Number 5. This is going to be great. Number 5 is Loki.
5. You were way off.
Well,
this Samsonite.
This finished with Thor: Love and Thunder. It doesn't include his
second season.
So Loki, 209 minutes.
That's it?
Yep.
Shit. Is it just oh no, you said Miss Marvel was on there too. Okay. I was going to say, is this just the movies? But
number 4, take a guess.
Black Widow.
Black Widow is 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 9.
Number 9. So Captain America
is number 4. Captain America's number 4. Mm-hmm. Loki was at 5 with 209. Cap is number 4, 242 minutes.
Makes me think that Cap,
because he wasn't in as many other movies.
Well, he was in a lot of movies though then, because Loki's number 5 and had the first season of his show.
Yeah.
Can hear it.
But in some of the movies, Captain America had 3 movies dedicated to himself.
Correct.
Now there was one of them was he shared a lot of screen time with other people, but
lots of screen time.
All right, number 3.
Number 3.
Oh, this is okay. Yep. Oh my God.
I'm gonna go with
the
Hulk.
This is Marvel Cinematic Universe character screen time, 2008 Iron Man to 2022 Thor: Love and Thunder.
The Hulk.
The Hulk is 12.
Dang it. But he had like 4 movies.
He had one. He was in.
What's number 3?
Number 3 is Peter Parker, Spider-Man.
Yes, yeah, that was my first instinct.
Number 3.
He had 2.
Okay, so Cap was at 242 minutes. Spider-Man 245 minutes.
It's a close one, Brooklyn. Okay. Next.
Thor.
Yeah, I was gonna say Thor.
Thor second.
So then it's
290 minutes.
Is it really Tony, number 1?
Iron Man 356 minutes.
Because he's in Spider-Man's.
He's in Spider-Man's. He did most of the cameos in the first phase. He was kind of the one going and getting most of the.
Yeah. And he's like in his movies. He's like in them.
Yeah.
Every freaking scene.
I mean, he was the lead for most of the first 3 phases. Yeah. However, so Tony Stark at 356. Loki was at 5th place at 209, and he's just going to do 6 more episodes at 45 minutes apiece.
That's a lot of minutes.
So that puts us, he might overtake him.
He's not in every scene, though.
No, he's not. It'll be interesting. He'll probably get to number 2. It'll be interesting to see if he gets to number 1.
Yeah. We'll see.
Well, that was fun. Okay. Niner. All right, Kevin, let's talk about a couple things that I noticed today when I was walking through the physical therapy room. Like how strength conditioning, how rehab rooms are set up.
Yeah.
Things that kind of make me go,
Number 9. What is that from?
I don't know.
Keep going.
Did our thing go off? 9 times, Ferris Bueller. So number 1, let's talk about how dumbbells are set up. I think that's we're going to spend a little bit of time on dumbbells here. So you can see behind us, Kevin's got a dumbbell rack.
We got a nice rack.
Kevin's got a nice rack here, and it goes from 5 to 25 down here.
Correct, Mundo.
This is a 25er.
You bet it is.
If you have more than one rack, let's say you have 2 racks, one and then one below it.
Yeah.
Usually, we're going to talk about dumbbell etiquette here. Huge rack. So you have your light weights on the left, and your heavier weights on the right, on this top. If you have another row below it, do you continue lightweight from left to right, or do you go like a snake draft?
I go left to right.
So you're reading a book. Dumbbells,
correct.
Multiple racks, reading a book.
Yes.
Light, left, heavy, right,
correct.
And then repeat the next one. So 5 to 25, 30 to 50, 55 to 75, whatever it might be.
100%.
Left to right on different shelves.
Yes.
The gym I work out at has it left to right on the top, and then you come back in the other direction so that underneath the 25s are the 30s, and then underneath the 5s are like the 50s.
How wide is this rack?
They're pretty wide. They've got up to like 100. They've got They got a huge rack.
I wonder if they do it that way because let's say you get to the 25s. If you're working out using 25s, maybe you say
and you
to
want
yourself,
to jump up to 30s.
I want to go to 30s.
Now I got to go all the other side of the room.
Yeah, I wonder if that has anything to do with it.
Well, it's either that or the way that you set it up, all your lightweights are to the left and all your heavyweights are to the right. Is there a chance that the rack could tip if all the heavy ones are on one side? Is that the thought process?
I bet it's convenience more than weight. Because once you get to a certain weight, once you're like heavy, right? But like once you get back to the other side, you're getting heavier. So it's going to balance out. It's not going to be balanced, but it's going to be a little bit. You know what let's talk about what you said right before the show, which I think was a great talking point too on dumbbells. Yeah. So I'll stand up too.
Yeah.
Like,
do you want me to move out of the way here?
No.
Yeah, I can do this. I can rotate.
Like, dumbbell. Why are the...
You did it too, though.
Like, I know I did. Like, why are the heavier dumbbells always on the bottom when, in fact, this...
Kevin's, yep. Ergonomically,
if the dumbbell that was heaviest was kind of like at...
your waist height. So you have one rack at waist height, and then the other one's going to be your shin height.
Shin, knee height. And
so the ones on the lower level should be the lighter ones, so you don't hurt your back.
And, like, it's not as awkward to grab. Like, when you're grabbing a 70-pound dumbbell from shin height, but you have to reach underneath the higher rack, it kind of gets awkward.
It is, yeah, the heavier the weight, the more size, and you have less wiggle room in between the... I see what you're saying. And most people will have the lighter weights towards the top.
Yeah. Is it bad to put some heavy weights in the middle? Not necessarily the heavy weights up top, right? No, I don't want 90-pound dumbbells.
I think you should try it.
Higher.
Social experiment.
You want to know something, too?
Yes, I do want to know something.
Speaking of dumbbells, I think I told this to you a couple weeks ago, but like, you know, this whole thing's like, I was today old, or I was
today years old
when, and like you learned something for the first time. I used to go, I don't care what gym it was, especially if they had Rogue, like ones, because Rogue does a great job of branding, right?
Yeah, I agree.
And so they put the Rogue logo right here, right? And so when dumbbells are on the rack and the weight is up top, it always bothers me. So I would always pick up the weight
so you can read it,
and so that the number of the actual weight was on the bottom, and it was both of them were showing you like what the weight was.
Yeah, that's an OCD thing I get down with.
Yeah. You want to know what's interesting? Okay, so I'm going to show it to you. Okay. So right now, if you were looking at this weight, this is wrong, right? Like
correct.
The 5 is up top.
Yeah.
And it's upside down and stuff.
Huh.
All you have to do is spin it. And it's right.
Sure.
I literally I own a goddamn gym. I own a gym, and I learned this like 3 weeks ago.
Okay, let's do this though.
Yeah.
Even if you're having it this way.
Yeah. So the 5 is on the bottom.
Yeah.
And the Rogue.
But the Rogue is upside down.
Yeah.
You would want it to be able to see the 5 and read Rogue.
You would.
From a branding perspective. So they should make it.
The branding is bad there.
Yeah, they should make
it's facing away on both ways.
So that's fine. Even if you flipped it over upside down, it's still the Rogue is upside down.
Yeah, I know, but like, you know,
I mean, it is kind of cool
when it's like a 40 or higher, and you're picking it up and turning it on the horizontal axis.
Yeah, you were doing it that way.
Instead of just spin it.
Ergonomically, it's easier to just spin it for you.
I'm an idiot.
For the person, yeah, that's great.
So,
all right.
If
so
you
dumbbells.
If you are OCD about dumbbells, just spin it.
Just spin. Just spin, baby.
Spin me right.
All right, how about
baby,
this?
right,
Let's talk about treadmills, ellipticals,
I don't want
recumbent bikes.
Yeah. Recumbent bikes.
Whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever it might be. I have anything that has got a cord in it is really I have a tough time with.
It's got to be facing a wall.
Yeah, I hate
cord's got to be hidden.
I kind of hate it. It's such a pain. You have to build your room starting there.
Yeah, I know. In that room over there, I've had to change 2 different outlets, and there's only 3 outlets, and there's only 4 in the entire room. Because 3 different times I've moved treadmills around, which is annoying.
So I think bikes and treadmills, the cords.
Get you a curve like we have right next to you. No cord.
No cord. That's the way to go.
No cord. Kaiser bike right here. No cord.
Like even if you've got like a floor like
By the
outlet,
way, if anybody wants to buy some Kaiser bikes, I got them for sale.
Do you?
I do. I got 5 of them.
5. So I think that's a thing you have to think about, or a thing that maybe bothers me. All right, I want to talk about foam rollers next. How do you store your your foam rollers? So do you have them?
I mean, the ones behind these little guys behind us.
I'm talking like the full size black foam.
They're just standing vertical in a corner,
right where they're going to tip over.
Yes.
And then I've seen people like build racks for them. They've got the wall attachments.
Yeah,
the wall ones are probably the best
rack.
option, but you can't get more than a couple.
The wall rack, that's like when you pull one out, and then the next one's supposed to like drop down.
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen just like where there's just 3 shelves or 3.
Mm-hmm.
I've also seen like the homemade racks, or like I don't know what to call them, like PVC pipe built.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And you've got your body blade. Oh, storing body blades is the worst, I think. Yeah. Oh, I hate storing body blades.
Leaning them in a corner.
Oh, that might be the worst piece of equipment to store.
That's a good question.
What
is the worst piece of equipment to store? Slide board.
All right, I'm going to go we're going to put this up on the poll here.
No, just
what's worse?
Right. What is the worst? Because there's got to be other ones that are awful.
All right.
I actually think Bosu balls are pretty bad too.
That would be a good top 5 question, but we can't get anybody to answer our top 5 surveys anymore.
No, Bosu balls suck to store.
Yeah.
Because you have to tip them to move them around. You can't slide them around. That's Bosu unstable surface training. It's a great question. What's the most annoying? The whole idea of this segment was kind of like when you go into a weight room as an athletic trainer, what are these like maybe you see as an athletic trainer that maybe the strength conditioning people don't see or other people don't see? What up, Hannah Chun?
Hi.
Welcome back. Yeah. What about bands that make her dance? Like, do you hang them on a wall like I do?
So the pre-looped ones?
Yeah.
The ones at school were in a drawer, which I hate. Where are your bands? Where are your
back
bands?
In the corner. They're all hanging on the wall.
Oh, so I'm fine with that. I like that.
Yeah, I like it too.
We had ours in
a drawer.
We had some in a drawer.
Oh my god, a junk drawer that's everything's just getting tangled.
The worst.
That is bad. Bad. It's really bad.
No, I think they got to go up on the wall. How about this one? You know the multi, like the cart. Do you remember the one we had at school? The dumbbells are on the sides. There's a mirror on one side.
Mm-hmm.
Then your cuff weights. How about your cuff weights?
Yeah.
Do you have any cuff weights here?
I don't.
They're
another thing of like, I should order some.
Yeah.
I want some just because I ran into.
How do you store your? Okay. All right, Hannah's were
Vomit.
in a drawer. So cuff weights, how do you store your cuff weights? And that's not where I was going to.
Cuffing season. I get what the 4-sided like cart.
Yeah. So on the cart,
yeah,
in the physical therapy department I was walking through,
yeah.
they had
what's facing
they had the rolls of TheraBand where you could like pull and cut, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's like 5 different like on dowels, basically like your ice bag rolls or whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
However, they had one going over and one going under.
Like toilet paper?
Yeah, and I was like, damn, this is a toilet paper debate, and they're doing it with the TheraBand. I fucking love it. It's got to go over. Thank you. I knew I did a podcast with you for a reason.
Over.
It's like, what kind of psycho pulls the TheraBand from underneath?
Jesus Christ, people. Stop. Well, why are you pulling from under? I mean, you go to rip it and it just keeps coming sometimes. I mean what's going on?
Always keep coming.
What's coming on?
Jeez. All right, let's go back to cuff weights.
Cuff weights.
Best way to store cuff weight. Not
on one of those rack things.
Not from hangers?
One of those rack things, like the hangers.
Because
like some of them the
holes
have
would
one
rip.
hole,
yeah.
some holes have 2, or some like get up to that 10-pounder and all of a sudden it's 2. How many people are using 10-pound cuff weights?
I would.
Jesus Christ. Would you?
Sure.
For those legs?
Yeah.
That's how you got that badonkadonk?
No, I mean for rehab, open chain rehab.
I mean, I agree
we did
with
that like
Hannah.
the throwers.
I would just do them underneath.
Throwers 10 program.
Oh, yeah. With 10s?
Yeah, I think so.
Interesting.
I think that's what what's the baseball program?
Jaeger bands.
No, not
weighted balls.
Driveline. Driveline calls for really heavy cuffs.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
Yeah.
Calls for torn labrums and UCLs too.
Velo equals torn everything. Okay, so what? I guess I want to go back to the question you posed, which is really not where we started this thing, but what is the worst piece of equipment to store in a rehab room? So you're saying slide board. I mean, cuff weights kind of suck. I think foam rollers and I think body blades are bad.
Trying to think of like, what is the annoying thing? What's the annoying thing?
You think? I mean, you've said slide boards in the past.
I have.
I want to see if we got any answers in the last minute or two here. Oh, a trap bar.
That's a good one. My trap bar is leaning in the corner because it's just like anytime I put it anywhere else,
that was my copper.
Like it's in the way. That's a good one.
Medicine balls. You got a tree?
Yeah, I like mine.
You got the tree?
My like situation we got
across.
behind here. It works really well.
Stability balls.
Yeah.
Why is rehab storage so stupid?
You know what? Actually, weighted vests. Weighted vests are sometimes a pain in the ass. Like, if you don't have the perfect just one bar that you can hang them over, like, they end up being in the most awkward places. Coolers. Freaking coolers. Anyway.
I think we might have to come back to this. Maybe we'll read the answers next week.
Yeah, why not?
Maybe I'll put that on.
On there. But I think, fun. Rehab rooms. From the eyes of the athletic trainer.
So next week,
are the days of our lives.
Ed
Lacera from Smart Tools will be on the podcast next week talking BFR cuffs. Please spread the word. It's going to be a fun one. Maybe you'll actually learn something on this podcast for once. We thank Healthy Roster for being the official sponsor of the Candid Athletic Training podcast. We also thank SmartToolsPlus.com. Smart Tools also gives you a 10% discount with Candid 10. And then Athletic Trainer Insurance Plus. Get a membership to the Candid Athletic Training guys, and we'll give you a discount, and you're going to get the cheapest. What the heck is the professional liability insurance? I couldn't think of the word. CandidAthleticTraining.com. Leave us your suggestions. Become a member at Candid_ATC. He is Chad. I am Kevin. We're Candid Athletic Training. Bye.